Good day, everybody. It's been a while. I've been busy, but I'm still not settled because our weather here is very, very crazy. Things keep moving up and down, and basically, I'm not going to be doing fig shuffle anymore, even though tonight and tomorrow night is going to be rather cold, and it will slow down the production of the figs. Because figs use an average temperature. So if it's hot in the day, let's say, I don't know, 30 degrees Celsius, and then at night it's 10 degrees. So you got to basically like add up all your hours and all your temperatures and divide that by 24. And that is the basic temperature that your figs will use to decide if they're going to grow or stay stagnant. Okay. And, there are certain temperatures, depending on the stage of the fig, that it will grow or not. Take a look at this tree here. You can see the leaves are drooping. Okay, that means that it needs water, and I just added some water there so that the pot looks wet. But when you see your fig drooping like that, it's important to give it water right away. You don't want to wait, because it will start dropping its leaves, and it will start dropping its figs. Okay, so the last thing you want to do, you're like, I'm so happy I got all these figs. The last thing I want to do is have it start dropping. And look how they're hanging. It's definitely not a good sign. I let this go a little too long without water. One good way to tell if your pot needs water, especially if it's the same size pot and the same size tree, is just pick it up. Okay, feel the weight of this pot versus the pot next to it. Okay, and if the tree is about the same size and one pot is dramatically lighter than the other pot, then that's another indication that it's water deprived. Okay, and what I like to do is, like, certain varieties will drink a lot more water than others. One, because of the type of fig that it is, and two, because of the size of the root ball underneath. So this will give you, the weight of the pot will also give you an indication as to how much water it has. So, like, don't use that as your 100% guide all the time, but it is another good way to tell. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're gonna just look through and see what's developed and what's not, to give you guys an idea. If you guys are looking to get fig trees, what you want to do is you want to get a fig tree that's going to produce for you. Now, mind you, I did give all my trees a head start, but if you look, this is my long dude, and there is a Breba on there. It's not in the greatest shape because of the whole greenhouse and coming out in the sun. But if you look, most of the guys in my area don't even have figs yet. And here I got a lot of figs going on and budding. So that's my long dude. This is my improved Celeste here. And improved Celeste is a fantastic variety. It is an LSU variety. I've mentioned this before in my videos. LSU, Louisiana State University, took a bunch of figs. Well, actually, they took a Smyrna fig and a Celeste fig, and they took a bunch of Smyrnas and kind of combined them with a Smyrna fig to make common figs that will ripen. And this is improved Celeste. Okay, there's actually a funny story. Well, not funny, but interesting, very interesting story. And I'm actually glad it didn't happen. This variety was never actually meant to be released by LSU University. They made another variety called LSU O'Rourke, which I have, and I've actually done a video on that before. And that was supposed to be released instead of this one, but this one somehow got out and got released and was called Improved Celeste. And I'm glad it did, because this is such an early variety. Okay, Such an early variety. All right, so you can see it has figs all over it. Okay, so, and it's early, so that's a bonus. That's gonna give us some really nice and early figs. All right, this is a variety I've been really looking forward to, Pintasilga. My understanding is in the first, or sorry, yeah, this is Pastiglieri. My understanding with this is it will drop its figs in the first few years. Not to worry, just be patient, because once it starts putting out figs, it puts out apparently extremely delicious figs, and it's another early variety. I'm trying to focus my collection to early varieties due to our short season, because what I want to do is I want to get eating figs earlier in the season when they will taste better. When your fig ripens in the heat as opposed to in the rainy season that we get in the fall, it will taste much better. Okay, and this is my I-258, very popular in my household due to the delicious figs it has. I've never gotten a Breba from it before, so it does have a Breba. It's kind of sunburned a little bit, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but that's the price you pay for you know, early starts and whatnot. So we got yellow long neck here. Never tried it before, but this thing is growing like a beast, and it looks like we got figs. So this thing, I've seen some videos, monstrous figs. There's a video out there somewhere about a fig convention that happened in New York where everybody was saying that this was one of their favorite figs. So I'm very excited about it. And oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that until now. We have a Breba. Is that a Breba? Yes, I would say it is. So that's bonus. I didn't know if this has a Breba. All right, and look at that. We got some air layers down there, and I see a bag full of roots. So that's a great thing. We'll probably cut that off in about a week. All right, Col de Dame Blanc. This is Col de Dame Blanc here. And a spectacular fig. Never gives you any Breba, but a spectacular fig. Bardassote Blanca Negra. Been trying to root some of these. It's a very difficult one to root. I did put an air layer on there. Hopefully we get something. Okay, I showed you the Atriano, one of my absolute favorite figs, carrying lots of Breba and carrying lots of main crop. I did not take any cuttings from this thing last year because I did not want to give up any figs. You know, when you take cuttings, you give up a lot of figs. But there'll definitely be some cuttings this year. And I used to have another Atriano, and it was completely different. I think there are 4 different kind of Atrianos going out there that are going around, but I've tried some of the other ones and they don't compare to this one. I actually got rid of my other one because it did not taste nearly as good as this one. If you see some of my videos, I'm always taking pictures of this one because it's so fantastic. All right, what do we got here? Malta Black. Again, figs all over it. Okay, thanks to my early start, a lot of people are still getting their leaves going, and I got figs popping out everywhere. You'll see that some of the other varieties may not be as early. Look at this Peter's Honey. I see some figs here, and it's only a tiny little thing. I never had Peter's Honey before, although it's a very common variety. Okay, I got Black Madeira buried back there, and I can't really see it. Oh yeah, I think we got some figs going on. All right, so hopefully that thing ripens in time, because it's always a struggle with Black Madeira. But everybody always wants their Black Madeira because the figs taste so darn good. All right. So this is our Lebanese Bekaa Valley. We got some figs. Figs, figs, figs. What's this here? Let's see. All MBVS. Always an amazing fig, always dependable, always reliable, always ripens in time. It is like a Chicago Hardy type, so, but fantastic nevertheless. This is my Pintasilga, and I got a bonus because I didn't even know this thing put out a Breba. And I found the secret to getting figs to develop on this thing is to cut off any suckers from the base. And you can see I got some suckers there. I'm definitely gonna kill those because I had this thing for like 3-4 years and it never put out any figs. And then when I went and I chopped all the suckers, it started popping out figs like halfway through the season, and they still ripened in time. So I'm saying this thing ripens its figs really, really early, but it could be just late to start putting them on. I do see 2 bumps there, but I know it doesn't like it when suckers are growing out of the base, and it does try to put out suckers. So those are going to be going very soon. We got our ever popular panache. Okay, with figs. I've never had a fig on there this early. You know, the start down in my basement under the grow lights really helped. The leaves didn't like it very much because they went through a lot of light changes, but nevertheless, we got us a bunch of figs there. All right, what else do we got here? This is something I'm really looking forward to because if you've seen any of my videos, you know how much I love the Adriatic type figs. And this is Blanche des deux saisons, which means basically white of 2 seasons in French. And you could see we already have 1, 2. I could have sworn I had a 3rd fig on there, but who knows? All right, look at this one. Look at how beautiful these leaves are. And I've shown this one before. I did give it an early start in my greenhouse tent, but it is like so far ahead of everything else that got an early start because these are not Breba. These are main crop figs. Okay, so it's put on 4, 3 there and then 1 down there. 4 main crop figs, which is fantastic. Okay, and let me just double check before I... Soadi, that's what that is. And Soadi I know is Arabic, but I'm not sure. It could mean one of 2 things. One, it could mean like a black, and the other one is like a female name of Soad. So Soadi could be like from Soad's garden, but I'm not sure. All right, what else do we got? Oh yeah, this is our Violet de Bordeaux, and I think that's a Breba. Yep, it is a Breba because you know how to tell, right? Usually the main crop figs grow above the leaf, and the Breba just grow off a branch with no leaf. So that's how you can tell what's a Breba and what is not. Okay, and this is the O'Rourke that I was mentioning, and no Breba on the O'Rourke. These are more of the Violet de Bordeaux, but we do see some main crop there. That's 1 bump. That's 1 bump. Maybe not yet. Oh yeah, I think that's definitely a fig there. Yeah, that's definitely a fig. Okay, so it is later to put on, and you have to kind of see. It's very interesting. Some figs take longer to put on but develop in less time, and some figs put on right away but take longer to develop. Those usually are the ones that taste a little bit better, but in our climate there isn't much that you can do. Okay, Lebanese Biscanta purple, one of my favorites, and I do see main crop figs going on there. Anyways, it's starting to rain, so I am going to be going in. Thanks for watching.